Recording in progress.
Yes, Lauren.
Yes, we couldn't hear you, but we can hear now.
You can hear me?
Alex? I think he's having some network challenges. So in short, he was just finishing the booking process and he was at the tail end where people pay. So I hope you've booked your terms because we've been clear with our communication that booking is ongoing for the. Okay, Alex, come on. Kindly, Laiboni, enable Alex to share. You can give him rights to share. Yeah.
Any
Recording
changes,
in progress.
those changes are supposed to be made before you make the payment. Because once you pay, that invoice is settled and we may not be able to change quite a number of things because again, you know, like you want to reduce the number of units or you want to increase and stuff. So we encourage that you book once you're very sure that this is the papers you're going to sit for, and so that then there is no need for changes. So if you select blend as I indicated, and then proceed to renew and a book, the system will also ask you to fill in the institution where you are blending at. So you will again select the institution. However, here you'll have two columns. There is select booking. You'll have to select the papers that you are booking and also indicate the papers that you are in an institution or candidate. If it's one paper, you select that paper. Because this is it's for quality assurance and also to ensure that the information you are giving us correct. We do share this information with the training institutions for verification. So therefore, assuming in these three papers, you are a student, coaching is a unit that you are attending class, but the other two units you are studying on yourself, then you don't check the other two units. If you skip or if you don't check any of, you must check at least one for the system to allow you to move to the next phase. So that's what I needed you to grasp on. So, and then private candidate, if you select private candidate, then the system will not prompt you to indicate which training institution. You can see the training institution option has disappeared. But what you do once you do that, you click on renew and the book. So this one I'll do very quickly. If you want to reload all papers again, you click on reload, you populate all the papers available. So this student is booking, submit the papers. System will submit the papers. Then you click OK. So then you select the examination, whether it's physical or online. So then you again select, like this student is going to sit exam from Nairobi, select the zone, Nairobi CBD, select the examination center, accordingly select the center, and then once you get this green highlight here, that means that that information has been submitted and stored. Then you click next, you agree, make sure that you agree, then proceed to payment. There you go. ensure you download these documents and have them in your records. Proceed to next. Here you need to enter the phone number that is paying. Thank you. You click next and select M-Pesa again. So if the number is not correct, the system will also show you that the number is not correct. Then initiate the payment. So you give me a second. I'm trying to make the payment for this booking so that then I'm able to demonstrate to you what happens once you have paid. How do you access your examination card and all those which you're supposed to upon payment. Again, as I make the payment, if you experience a challenge with the prompt option, we have got option number 2, whereby you follow this guide. You will enter the eCitizen pay bill number 42222. Your account number is unique to every application or service that you are paying for, and then you pay that amount. It's good also to indicate that in this booking, the invoice is reading 9,000, but in this payment, there is an additional charge of 50 shillings. This is the government charge, or rather the charges for making that transaction. So we always encourage that it's good, once you make that decision, you do this once. Don't book in piecemeal, because you will incur additional charges. Even if you're paying 10 shillings, you'll be charged 50 shillings. And this is not our charge. This is fee that goes to the government directly. So I have made the payment, and you can see it is redirecting me to take you to the student dashboard. So here you'll see where I'm highlighting with my cursor that the student has booked for 3 units. Initially it was 0 like it is here. So if you have sat for exam and you have got results, it will highlight here that you have sat for 10 exams, for instance. So this is a student. This is a live demo on how it appears on your end. So with a successful booking, how do you download your examination timetable or exam card? You come again to examination booking, you go to student timetable. You click on that, you'll be able to get to this point, click on the green button written timetable. Again, you will be able to get access to your examination sitting timetable. And this is how it looks. It has got your photo for reasons of identification. Make sure that you have a proper official passport photo for ease of identification. We don't want to disturb you so much during examination just because perhaps the photo you provided is not clear. Therefore, it will also show all your details, your registration number, where you are going to sit exam from, your ID number, and that's why we require you to have the ID during exam as well, and the subjects that you're going to sit for, and the dates for each paper. Like here, you can see the time. So it's always good that you refer to this timetable. We have had cases where, for one reason or the other, a student forgets and thinks that the exam is going to be done in the morning, only to realize it's going to be done in the afternoon, only to realize that it was done in the morning. So therefore, to avoid that, that's why this timetable is made in a way that it shows you all the information you need to know. It also has a barcode reader. This is what we use to identify you. The exam admin officials will scan this barcode to confirm that indeed that exam timetable is legit. On page 2, you have got the examination summary of the main examination guidelines for you to read and ensure that you comply with all this during examination. And one thing I like to highlight, perhaps, which was queried in the question section, is how do you get your student ID? You collect your student ID from the office. Or for those who are far from Nairobi, you do a request through email. You will deliver your card during examinations. But for those who are taking the exams from Nairobi, you collect your student card from the office. So basically, that is it about examination booking. So you download your timetable, prepare for exam, wait to sit for exam. And then lastly is how do you, second last, you have made the payment. Then you need to have receipts other than the invoice. You need to have receipts for the payment. You click on the option indicated receipts here. You'll be able to see all the receipts for the payments that you have made. For instance, this candidate, we just paid examination booking fee. You click on view receipt. You'll be able to see the receipt here, what it is for, and the amount you paid. We are working on something to ensure that these receipts are complete, that they have a stamp, and so that to make it more official, you need to bring them to our office for further verification. But that's how you download the receipts. Now that you access the learning guides, just like I showed you, you just click. Lorena, I've switched the screen. Am I still on the portal?
Yes,
I'm
you're
back to the
back to the
website.
website.
So then it's good to highlight as I conclude that you do not need to book exam to the point of payment for you to gain access to the curriculum resource materials or support. All is to initiate your booking to the point of selecting the papers so that when the system is assigning you the papers or the materials, we are assigning you the ones need, not everything. So therefore, even those with drafts, ensure that your draft is, you have booked to the point of umeachia payment. You have selected all the papers that you wish to be allocated materials for. So then you come here, you click on CSRC portal. Sorry about that. I need to have logged out. So you'll be directed to this tab or homepage for the CSRC portal. You need to log in using your credentials. Your login ID is your student registration number, HRMPEB student registration number. You input here and you put a password. But first, what you need to do, if it's your first time you're logging in, so you click on forgot password so that then you get the login credentials. Ensure that you put in your registration number. Once you do that, you indicate. So here you will put in your registration number. Once you do that, you click on request password because we already have your email contacts in the system. So therefore, an email will be sent to your mailbox, which you will use to reset the password. But if you have not in a booking, if you have never booked exam through the student portal, you will not get this email. So unless you have initiated that booking to the point of selection. So if you don't receive this email, then it means that you need to initiate that booking to the point of selection of papers. But for anyone who has ever booked exam in this portal before, you should be able to get this email, reset your password, and log in. So once you log in, assuming you've gotten the password, you log in, you'll be redirected to the CSRC portal dashboard in your account. Like this student has booked for 2 papers, business